Okay, we're going to look at conversion triangles right now. I'm going to run through them real quick, and I'm going to put the arrows and the processes on them. Okay, we're going to start with fraction to decimal. Alright, when you turn a fraction to a decimal, you take the fraction, numerator over denominator, and you make it a division problem. You do the numerator divided by the denominator, and that will give you your decimal value. To go backwards from a decimal to a fraction, it's 3 steps. You are going to read it using the place value. Read it. You're going to write it putting the number that you read over the place value. And then you're going to simplify it. For example, 2/10. 2 over 10. And then we simplify that to 1/5 by simplifying by 2. Okay, now we're going to go from percent fraction. We know that percent means out of 100, so you just put the number over 100. 15% is 15 over 100, and then you simplify that. So that would be 3/20. And then to go from a fraction to a percent. This is the one we haven't spent as much time on. We will practice this a whole lot this year. We just haven't spent a great deal of time on it. You set up a proportion, which you don't even know what that word means yet, where you have your fraction equals an equivalent fraction, with 100 as the denominator. Proportion just means equivalent fractions, equivalent ratios. So, denominator has to go to 100, and you find your scale factor, what number you multiply by to get to 100, and you do the same thing to the top. Remember, this is the one that doesn't always work pretty, especially when you're dealing with 8ths or 7ths or 9ths or 6ths. So, there are those, and then the last one is the one that most of you are getting really, really good at, and I'm not overly concerned about it. Decimal to percent. This is where you move the decimal 2 times to the right. Percent to decimal is just the opposite. Move the decimal 2 times to the left. And we also have that wonderful soft drink to help us out, Dr. Pepper. If we start on the decimal side, we move 2 places to the right. If we start on the percent side, we move 2 places to the left. And it doesn't matter how many digits or decimal places we start out with. 0.5 becomes 50% because we move it once and twice. 0.24, we move it once and twice, that becomes 24%. 0.325, we move it once and then twice, becomes 32.5%. We're always going from decimal to percent, we will always move to the right. When we start with a percentage, 50%, we move it 2 places to the left, gives me 0.5. 24% started at the right, go 2 places to the left, gives me 0.24. 32.5%, move it 2 places to the left, and we get 0.325. That's your conversion triangles. If you need to study those, this is a good video to study.